I've seen many women in my life take care of everyone else but themselves. And I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for you. I am Kenia del Viento, a creative and soul-centered entrepreneur. And I always say, be you, choose you, para siempre. And the reason why I always say this is because choosing myself first has truly saved my life. I was always trying to take care of everyone else until I realized one day that I didn't have any more strength to continue the way that I was going. My mental health was taking a toll, and it reflected on my physical body. And I didn't want that for myself any longer. And also, I couldn't keep it up any longer. I started doing the inner work. I slowed down and I stopped everything that I was doing because I had to, not because I chose to at first, but it doesn't have to get to that point. I understood then that no one was going to come and save me. And I also had created this persona that would help everyone and was there for everyone and was the strong one. But never did this persona ask for any help. And no one really gave help to this person because this is the persona that I created, right? So if that's you, I want to tell you that I've learned to ask for help, and I hope that you also learn to ask for help because we all need and deserve help. I consider myself a generational cycle breaker and a first there's I consider myself a generational cycle breaker and a first generation of many things. But I wanted to be sustainable because I really want to create that change in my legacy, in my family. But I learned that I needed to put myself first. That meant that I needed to learn to deal with my feelings, to understand my needs and take care of them, and to really know who I am, to really understand myself and the human that I am, not the person that I wanted others to see. And I learned that I had to do that so that I could have the strength to go out there and help my loved ones. Imagine all your loved ones uh, have this house around you, like everybody has this garden in their house, and you do too. And this garden represents who we are, right? Like our love or health or well-being or creativity or um, joyful moments, just in general, or life. If you put so much effort into helping others keep their garden together, like add water, leave dirt, fertilize, like you're always on everyone's garden but yours. At the end of the day, your garden will not receive the nutrients it needed to continue to survive, to continue to produce. When your garden is not doing well, how are you going to meet your own needs and also invite others to your garden so that they can enjoy your beautiful garden if it's not well? We are all meant to tend to our garden first, and many of us did not see that growing up, and many of us did not see people taking care of their gardens, so we became their helper, their supporter. I realized that it is part of being a cycle breaker. Taking care of your garden is being part of being a cycle breaker. I had to build my self-trust and confidence, grow in spirit and community, deal with my own traumas, learn how to build generational wealth. And I had to do that. That was me taking care of my own garden. If I don't do that first, if I go and try to help others, how can I even teach them or help them if my own garden doesn't even have those skills, those knowledge, those plants, right? We're talking about garden. For so many years, I wasn't putting myself first. And I realize now that I have to put myself first, and that maybe my journey is not to take care of everybody's garden, but really to take care of mine and inspire others to do the same. Maybe my life is about like creating a new path, creating a new way that hasn't been done for my family members. And I cannot, like, I've learned that I cannot control what they do with their garden. Um, and I learned that I have to prioritize mine first so that I can be able to give, so that I can be able to come back to my garden and say, I am safe. And that can't happen if I'm always pouring into others, but not pouring into me. If you're doing the same, I invite you to choose you first. Let me take a sip of my tea. As a Latina, as a first generation, I do many things for the first time, right? And the best thing is that I am doing well so that I can continue to do those new things, to step out into the world and take up space. That means that I have to learn to take care of myself first, because not a lot of people in my life have their garden flourishing so that I cannot ask for help. That is so unfortunate. So if I want to give and continue to give, I have to make sure that my garden is full of flowers first, right? Full of fruits, vegetables, like all of it. Um, but that means I have to take care of myself. I have to prioritize my healing, understand who I am, elevate my life. And that means like really understanding my relationships uh, with money, with mental health, with my partner, with my friends, with my family, right? All the boundaries, all the communication skills, really understanding my health and nutrition, and taking time to take care of me, because that's what's going to support me to continue to tend to my garden and to continue to even take some time to help others in their garden. But first, I have to take care of me. And maybe today, one of my ways I tend to my garden is by sharing my knowledge. And maybe in this video, you will find yourself uh, not tending to your garden, but this will inspire you to also choose you first and to tend to what needs to be nurtured, cared for in your life. Know that if you are a cycle breaker, a first generation, you are not alone. I know that I want to be the change, and this sounds like I've always heard this, but I know that I want to be the change that I want to see in the world, and it all starts with that. Be the change that you want to see in the world. Thank you so much. If you like this video, put a like, subscribe, and press the notification button for any other videos I upload soon. And remember, be authentically and apologetically you. Choose you first, para siempre. Thank you so much.